I'm Julie Hill with Movement Therapy. I help people eliminate pain and get back into doing the activities they love through functional movement and functional breathing. Today, we're looking at building function and stability in the shoulder. If you have a pain on the inside of your shoulder blade, on the back of your ribs, or underneath your shoulder blade, this would be a good place to start. Shoulder's unique. It's made up of multiple joints that come together to give us so much mobility in our arm, but it also leaves us a little vulnerable for injury. And we can start to rebuild stability there. So you can find out if you have a winging shoulder blade, or if you come to hands and knees and you seem to have a dip in between your shoulder blades, or you're in plank position and that dip presents itself, this is a great place to start to build better function, stabilizing that blade. So what we're going to do is start by connecting the tripod points of our hand to the floor. So where your thumb comes into your palm, your pinky comes into your palm, and in between your pointer and middle finger knuckles. So we'll place those on the floor, coming to hands and knees. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and allow ourselves to feel that shoulder blade, the affected side, really hugging up against the back of the rib cage. We're going to keep that as the neck is long, the head's not dropped, right? Your jaw's relaxed, and we're gonna add a little sway from right to left, focusing on keeping that shoulder blade really snug against the back of the ribs, rather than having it lift away, right? Then creating that dip in between your shoulder blades. It may be a very small movement to start, feeling those tripod points of the hands really connecting into the floor, and almost as if you're pressing down with your hands and lifting across that front of your collarbone a little. When you feel like you can allow yourself to sway side to side, that right to left, and the shoulder blade stays snug, maybe you have someone watch it for you, you can start to add a little front to back movement as well. Again, the goal is not to go too far front and back. It's really to keep that shoulder blade connected to the back of your ribs so that that muscle can start to understand that it's to hold the shoulder blade stable. And then we can progress. It may take a few days, it may take a couple of weeks, just depending on how long this has been like this. But when you're ready to progress, we can outline a box. We would lean a little forward, over to the right, a little back, and then over to the left. It doesn't have to be a very big movement at all. Again, the whole focus is to allow that shoulder blade to stay connected to the back of your ribs. Ready to dig in and find out a little bit more about how your shoulder blade is functioning and why that pain keeps coming back on the back of your ribs or underneath your shoulder, along your neck? Schedule some time with me at juliehillmt.com.